Hi, I'm Cherise Strudwick, and I'm here today to welcome Glenn Bolton, who's the Managing Director of Trias Technology. Now, he has a global communication system called SmartFone, and he's just launched it onto the world market. Would you like to tell us a little bit about it, Glenn?
Well, I would love to, Cherie. Thanks for the invitation to talk. So, SmartFone came about because of a few needs of mine, funnily enough. My background's electronic engineering. I've been in the industry, I'm now over 50, but I started when I was 18. I worked in video conferencing and telecommunications businesses. I worked at designing electronic systems, test and measurement systems. And then I found that I was more into the marketing. I love dealing with people, and I love talking with people and helping them get solutions. So I guess I transposed myself into a customer support role and sales and marketing. But one of the biggest problems that I found was just getting the information to large numbers of people. And I became a direct marketer about 15 years ago. Back when, I guess, the internet was only for geeks, I was actually one of those geeks working at Microsoft just as it got launched. So I saw the real power of the internet like 15 or so years ago. And I just took it upon myself to just learn what this internet could do and connect them with computers and just to make the best of it. And over the last few years in developing my own marketing business, I came across voice over IP. Now, most people go, what is voice over IP? It's where you can carry a telephone conversation over the internet. And it's just becoming, well, in fact, it's about 3 to 5 years in its infancy. But it's becoming a lot more popular. There are some very famous companies that have now started up just over the last few years, one of which is called Skype. There's a number of people who know of a company called Skype. But they weren't the first. They just did it very well. And all hands, clap hands for Skype, because they have actually educated the mass market that you can actually make a quality phone call using the internet. And Skype, over the last 3 years or so, has collected something in the order of 60 million subscribers. And at any one time, I think at this time, there's about 8 million online at any one time. So if people say you can't have a decent conversation, go and talk to some of these Skype people. So what I found is that most people don't want to talk to their computer. They want to use a regular telephone. Here, for instance, a regular telephone.
I prefer to use a regular telephone.
Yeah, most people do. So what happened was that there are a number of companies that realised that most people don't want to sit in front of a computer with, say, maybe a handset. This just looks like a regular telephone handset, but on this end it's a USB plug that plugs into a USB port in your computer, but it runs software on your computer. And there's various other gadgetries around that people used to sit in front of their computer with, and you can still do this. Another USB plug, this one is a headset. When I talk to my computer, I like to run with a headset, not a handset, because I can type at the same time.
Right, yeah.
But what I've also found is that, what about mum and dad with a family? They don't want to sit in front of a computer. What about someone with a small business? They don't want to sit in front of a computer. They're so used to having a regular telephone handset on their desk that they want to just simply replace it. So a number of companies came up called broadband phone companies. And there's quite a number of those. In fact, there's a few in the United States, there's a few in Australia. They're all over the world now. But that's great. And how do they connect their technology to the internet? With a little black box. We've all heard of little black boxes.
Yeah.
Well, this is one of those little black boxes. This is one of many, but all it does is essentially you take your regular telephone, you disconnect it from the wall, and you plug it into the phone socket here. That's pretty easy. Yeah. And then the line, you plug that back into the wall again.
Okay, that's easy.
So that means that it will still receive phone calls through the old, what's called PSTN, Public Switched Telephone Network.
Okay.
That's the same thing that AT&T and Telstra and the major telephone companies are called, PSTN. The new internet companies are called broadband phone companies. So how do you connect your telephone to the internet Well, most people know what an Ethernet cable is. This plugs into a computer. So you plug this either into your computer network or you plug it into a computer modem. This is a standard Ethernet cable. This runs 10/100 megabits per second. Now the telephone doesn't require that, but that just connects that in and this into your network, and this, for all intents and purposes, just looks like another little computer on your network. And it gets its own digital address, and obviously you put the power in and off you go. So anyone can transform their home telephone into a digital telephone and still have the backup of the old network in a matter of a minute.
Okay, can I go over that then,
Sure.
just to see how easy it might be? So if I was to get one of these, what I could do would be to simply just plug my standard telephone that I have already, that I use, into the normal telephone line that I've got, and then also have one of these cables connected also into this black box, and then into my computer. And basically then I'm ready to go. Is that correct?
Everything's patched together.
Is it that easy?
It's that easy.
Can't be.
It is. It's literally that easy. These boxes are maybe, $100 to $200, depending upon what style and what functionality. There's a few various versions of them, but that's it. You'll never have to buy one again. They're industry standard, so even if you don't like us, even in the future, you still can reconfigure this for any one of the other providers, because SmartFone is based on global industry standards. We do not create our own standards, so we don't lock you in. We want to keep you as a customer because you're really happy with what you get from us. And we expect that you will want to stay for the rest of your life, because there is no need now to use the regular phone companies anymore.
So how much does it cost?
Well, these boxes, an initial upfront fee, maybe $100, $150 for this type of box. There are other types of boxes. If you wish to convert your whole network, or you only have a modem and you wish to add more computers or more devices, here's a beautiful little box. This is one from a major communications company. It's everything in one.
Lots of holes in there.
Lots of holes. You plug all of your stuff into here. For here, for instance, you plug it into your ADSL, which is your digital line that comes down your regular phone line. You can plug your regular handset into here, or regular telephone line. You can plug one of these regular handsets into this socket here as well. So you can plug your phone into this, and then you can plug your computer into one of these yellow ports.
Ones, okay.
So your computer, so you can have as many as 4 computers, one handset, backup line, and it's got wireless built into it as well. So if you want to upgrade your whole system, and these are just over $200 a piece, right? And it includes the telephone device in it. So if people think this isn't happening, these are major companies making devices with telephone adapters. One of these built in. So this is actually 4 devices in one for a few extra dollars. And there are obviously even bigger and smarter ones of these that you can get as well.
And you sell these, is that right?
Oh yes, we sell these. We configure them. So it's what we call brain dead simple. It's, you can literally go onto our website, order it online, and you can, in the meantime, while waiting for your box to arrive, you can use it on your computer straight away. So you can use our service on your computer as a piece of software which downloads, similar to Skype.
I'm getting confused now. So explain how I would use it on my computer.
Well, our account not only works just with telephone handsets with adapters, it can work like Skype. It's got we have some software that you can download for free, and it will run our telephone system on your computer.
Would that mean I'd need a headset or something?
Well, you could, while waiting for your box, you could use one of these if you had one, or a headset, or as an alternative. But you could also, we have the world's first no software telephone. It actually runs inside a web page.
Okay.
So you can actually log on like Hotmail to get your webmail. You log on to your web telephone from anywhere on the planet, on any computer that's connected to the internet.